Okay, so what happens is as soon as you get to the gym for the new year, you start exercising. You go on the cardiovascular machines like the bike, like the cross trainer, like the rower. You start doing weights, using machines, maybe using free weights, which is good. It's all fine. There's nothing wrong with that. However, what I would say is if you've not been doing any exercise for a while, say for the previous year or anything, chances are the core muscles that support your lower back are going to be they're not going to be activated as they could be, and what that will do, especially to your lower back, is you're going to be prone to injury, because if you've been sitting a lot at the desk at the office, not really doing much exercise throughout the year, and just basically bad eating habits, what happens is your back becomes weak, your abs become weak, your glutes become weak, which are your butt muscles, and there's nothing there really to support your spine correctly. But as soon as you hit the gym and you start doing say weights or cardio, your lower back is actually going to be getting quite a bit of impact. And what will happen is, you may not notice it initially, you may just feel a little bit sore, but what will happen over time is, as you keep going to the gym and doing all these exercises, you may find yourself actually making things worse for your back, because you haven't got the muscles supporting them correctly. You haven't got the muscles. Okay, so what's the first thing you should be doing when you get to the gym with your first session? Well, personally, if it was me, I would start light. I would start working the core muscles first before I do anything else. I will start warming up the core muscles first. The core muscles being my abs, my glutes, i.e. the butt muscles, the lower back muscles. Start using those initially before you start doing anything else, like lifting weights, for example. And the way I would start that is, I would start doing the bird dog exercise. The bird dog exercise will get key muscle groups activated that support your spine. You'll be using your abs, you'll be using your glutes, you'll be using using a lot of the muscles that will help you balance to do the bird dog, and starts to help stabilize your back, just in case if there is a weakness there, if you do have a problem there, you won't necessarily feel that there's a problem there, but at least as soon as you do the bird dog and you can't do the bird dog exercise, you will know that you've not got the balance and that your core muscles are weak, which is why you can't hold the position in the first place. Another exercise I would start doing is the plank. The front plank is great. The side plank is really good. Now, you may not be able to do them initially, again, because of the weakness around your core, but this is a good indicator that if you can't do them, that means your core is probably weak. So it's probably a good idea to start with these, and because at least you minimize your injury if you start going on to heavy weights first. At least this way you can start using your body weight initially before you start doing anything else. And in terms of cardio, I would avoid the treadmill. Do not go on the treadmill as soon as you get to the gym. Start with the core exercises, and then maybe go on a bike. Start using the bike. Start using the cross trainer. Why? Because the treadmill, I feel, has a lot of impact on your lower back. You're hitting the treadmill hard on each step, and it's your back that is feeling that impact on every step. And what will happen is, with that impact, you're slowly pushing yourself to an injury if there is a weakness there or your posture is not right. So I would personally avoid the treadmill. Cross train is great. Rowing is okay as well, providing you can keep in the correct form, by holding your abs, holding your back straight when you're using the rowing machine. If you want, and if you're going to go on the machines because you're not too bad with your posture and your back, then the first machine I would go on, if your gym has it, and if your gym doesn't have this, then I would seriously consider why you're joining this type of gym. It's the machine they should have. It's a hyperextension bench. It'll either have a 45-degree hyperextension bench or a 90-degree hyperextension bench. Get on one of those. Don't use any weights. Just simply go on. Ideally 45 degrees, because you can get a better angle when you do the extension. Get on one of them and start doing hyperextensions until you can't do any more. That will certainly activate key muscle groups in your lower back. It will help your entire spine and in terms of its support and strengthening. Another one to go on is the back extension machine. The back extension machine is it's the one where you sit down and you basically pushing a weight against your back, and you're basically on a lever and you're going backwards and forwards. Start with a low weight. Don't go heavy straight away. Use a weight that you feel comfortable with, and then as soon as you think you can do a bit more, just increase the weight just by slightly, so you're adding a little bit of resistance to it, and start doing that. And just do as many as you can, providing you're not feeling any pain. So that's basically your first workout. I would say that would be your first day's workout at the gym. Nothing else, just that.